fuck, 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 fuck. That was my authentic first reaction to hearing and then seeing the Donald Trump assassination attempt. Fuck. My second reaction, the ear? The ear. Are you fucking kidding? The ear? Now this is what I mean by both of those. I'm going to break it down for you. It's your boy Diversified dropping some more nonsense for you, because it seems like the world is full of nonsense right now, so I'm going to add my little shit to it. But my two authentic reactions to hearing about and then seeing the video of Donald Trump, the Donald Trump assassination attempt. My very first reaction was fuck. This is absolutely not what we need in America right now. Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck where you land on the political spectrum, whose ass you kiss, who you think should be president, who you think should be ran out of office. We absolutely do not need this type of shit happening in America, period, but especially with politics. If we can't even talk politics around Thanksgiving kitchen tables, we most definitely don't need random ass people, wannabe vigilantes and heroes taking their shots at our public officials, because this was at a presidential candidate. This was at a former fucking president. But it could extrapolate down to state level and local level. Fucking school board meetings. How do you know somebody doesn't just walk up in there with something and take out their opponent? It's bullshit. My first thought, authentic reaction was, fuck. Shit, we turning into the 1960s now, I guess. My second reaction, I gotta smoke on that. Like I say, regardless of whether you are for Biden or for Trump, whether you're Democrat, Republican, I'm independent minded. I try to be more so in the middle because I'm a Gen X Sigma male. Go look at my other videos to see why I call myself a Sigma male, because that's usually what Sigma males do. But I'm someone who's more even-minded. I try to look in the middle. I try to hear both sides. But regardless of how you feel about these two men, to have them potentially assassinated on live television. You know, this ain't the 1860s with Abraham Lincoln. This ain't the 1960s with Kennedy and Malcolm X and MLK and Robert. This ain't, television back then was not necessarily streaming everything. Everything wasn't being picked up on video as it happened. Hell, Will Chamberlain scored 100 points. Nobody fucking saw it. So when Kennedy was assassinated, you get word of it on the radio. You hear about it. Then TV comes along and starts reporting on it. But you don't see the shit as it happens. The fucking Abraham Zapruder film that shows Kennedy with the fatal headshot that sends him back into the left. The American public doesn't see that till like 5 or 6 years later. So we've never seen an assassination on American soil on this level in real time. We've never seen that. We should never see that. It's fucked up. We don't need this type of shit to happen. So my first thought was, we almost saw a live political assassination. Like I say, that's shit in the 60s. It wasn't being beamed right at that moment all over the world. No, wherever Trump goes, wherever Biden goes, they're going to have video on them in that moment for whatever happens. We almost saw this shit happen in real time. That's fucked up. So regardless of who you are voting for or what side you favor, we don't need this type of shit, because it bloodies and stains both sides. Nobody can walk away from this holier than thou. We cannot let the rhetoric get to this point. My second honest, authentic reaction was the fucking ear. The ear. His right ear. The ear? He didn't take a bullet. Now, first of all, somebody in the crowd actually died. Other people were actually injured. There's human life being lost. can never forget about that. Real bullets were being shot. But it just seems the improbability statistics, the improbability that he didn't take a bullet in the shoulder. He didn't get, unfortunately, he was not actually assassinated. But the ear, like right there, it was that close that millimeters, I said centimeters, somebody was like, no, millimeters. Millimeters different. We see a live fucking assassination on TV. On American soil. An American president, ex-American president. But, see, so I'm not going to bring up conspiracy theories. I try not to be a conspiracy theorist. I want to hear people's arguments. But sometimes when you go down that road, conspiracy theorists throw shit at you. And then, so I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to sit here and tell you my thoughts on whether or not this was staged. Many people are going to throw those fucking embers that wood on the fire for it to burn. That's not me. I don't know all of that shit. But there's certain things as a Sigma male, there's certain things that we pick up on that we're like, what the fuck was that? That didn't fit right there. Because we read body language. So when I looked at the video, one of the first things I looked at was Trump's body language. He looked like he got hit by something. He looked like he either got stung, the popping started going on, and he reached for his ear and then started to duck down. He looked authentically like, what the fuck was that just hit my ear? So I don't think that was fake. He was injured. Bullet wound, whatever, something hit him. His body language showed it. And then he went down, they covered him up, yada, yada, yada. But the improbability that the bullet was so close, it hit his ear, but didn't kill him. That's some high improbability. I don't really believe in luck. I don't really believe in fate. So it's hard for me to say he was lucky. It's just like, wow. The improbability. What the fuck? So as I was stating, as a Sigma male, of many Sigma males, I don't represent all Sigma males, but as someone who has many Sigma male traits and a mindset, we see certain things. And it's hard for us to not see it. And when those things don't really fit the narrative, when those things seem kind of fishy, kind of funny, hey, I seen what I saw. Like, what you want me to... So, like, if you look at, like, say, 9/11, whatever the official story is, whatever it is that you want to believe, okay, 2 planes flew into a tower. They hit the tower. Hundreds of people died. Thousands of people died. Completely fucked up. That tower collapses. The tower that had the 2 planes hit it, that tower collapses. Okay, fine. I'm not an engineer. Fine. But the other building that fell, that did not have a plane fly into it, the fuck was that? You got to explain that one to me. The tower that had the 2 planes flying to it, okay, I'll assume 2 planes, a lot of heat, a lot of fuel, maybe it would collapse. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an engineer. You don't really have to explain that to me. I'll take your word for it. But a building that has nothing fly into it, collapses, and then collapses straight down, fuck out of here. So no matter whatever else happened that day, no matter what else ever happened with the war on terror, someone's got to explain that shit to me. Because that's an anomaly. That doesn't make sense. It's improbable that a building that has not been impacted in any severe type of way would crumble like a planned implosion. Fuck out of here. If you go to the Kennedy assassination, you get the official story. Okay, there's a magic bullet, caused 6, 7, 8 wounds in 2 different people, and only 3 shots were fired, and this and that. And you got a bunch of people that say, oh no, we saw some shots over there by the grass. And no, I don't know what y'all talking about back. We saw some shit over here. All of that, I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. But when you see the actual Abraham Zapruder film that shows Kennedy and the essentially the fatal shot that he takes from the front, from the right, that sends him back left. You gotta explain that to me, because there's no fucking way a bullet from the back top would make someone's body react pushing it back. No, come on, you gotta explain it to me. So whatever else happened that day, whatever else happened with Vietnam and the Johnson Kennedy administration and all that other shit, I don't know. But a motherfucker being shot from the back and his body reacting like that, highly improbable. So there's something for me that's relatable to this situation where he gets hit in the ear. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying it's really highly improbable. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I'm just saying, God, woo, woo. I don't even know where to go with that. I'm not going to say nothing beyond what I've said. But that shit for me as a Sigma male, crazy, crazy, crazy improbable. So, but nonetheless, the whole situation is fucked up. To have an attempt, and then also my third reaction. So those are my first two reactions. Fuck. And then the ear. But my third reaction, as an American, as a human being, as a child of God, was, I don't want to see this man killed on live TV in front of people, regardless of what you think of him or his politics. As dangerous as you may feel that he is. You know, there's a lot of people who have always kind of posed the theory of, like, if you could go back in time and kill Hitler, if you could go back in time and, you know, take out this evil person or this evil act before it happens, you would save a lot of people. Yes. It's like the butterfly effect. You would change a lot of things. Who knows how that would really go down. But my point being is there's some people who feel that way. If you could take this person out before they blew up the world, you would be an honorable person for committing murder. There's many people that think that way in their religion, you know, in their relationships. So let's not get it twisted like that's some alien thought. But my third reaction was, I don't want to see this man killed in front of people. He's regardless of what you think of him, he's a fucking human being. He has children, he has grandchildren, he has people that care about them, the people in the audience, those different kids there, those different people there. To see this man, like, literally kill, like if it was an inch or so the other way, to literally see him take 2 or 3 in the face, in the head, in the chest, and then fall onto the ground, that's horrible. That's horrible. I mean, if you hate him that bad, then, like, conjure up some voodoo on him, make him get a stroke where he can't talk, some Joe Kennedy shit. But, like, to actually pop him, you know what I'm saying, to actually take him out in that type of... So, I feel a certain way about Trump. I try to keep that more so personal and not in these videos. I just kind of state what I state from the perspective of kind of like a middle person or someone who tries to see both sides. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I don't want to see someone assassinated on live TV in America or anywhere. So those are my 3 reactions. The first 2 definitely were my immediate reactions, but those are my 3 reactions to seeing the Donald Trump assassination attempt. It's fucked up. We don't need this in America. It's throwing pouring atomic gasoline on top of a fire that's already too fucking hot. And maybe this is how America goes down. Maybe we take ourselves out. You know, they say a lot of times democracies, that's how it's not really that they're conquered from the outside, they implode from the inside. Too much freedom, maybe. I don't know, but it's your boy, dropping nonsense. I'll get back at you.